Sabha Saraswati Namaskaram. I am K. Ashwin Kumar. I am the secretary for an NGO called SPAN, Suicide Prevention Action Network at Hyderabad. Today, we are going to discuss about cyberbullying. It's an awareness session program, especially with the legal framework and what is the Telangana cyber law says according to the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita. So let us go in depth about it. It will take time. So I request you to use your headphones to understand this entire session. So please, all the parents, educators, especially the teachers and the lecturers who are viewing this particular video, please share it. Very, very important, especially in your schools and in your colleges. All the youngsters who are watching this particular video, please share it with your friends. Very, very important. It will make you aware about what is the cyber law says and what are the different types of cyber crimes which are there and how it affects a person. So please pay attention very closely. I'll be going a bit slow so that you can also understand that. So as I said, from my organization SPAN, we are discussing about how to improve the mental health wellness in the society. So our team of SPAN volunteers and others also, other NGOs also, we are working dedicatedly to see that mental health awareness becomes a point of discussion, so that we start discussing about it. It's no longer a stigma. Let us discuss about mental health wellness. And especially with all the mobiles on the network and the cyber crime increasing, it is more needed to discuss it. Cyberbullying awareness session. What are the different types of bullying? Physical, verbal, social, and cyber. So all these things happens. I'm just giving a brief outline. Physically, when you start hitting somebody, especially at very young schools, young kids, they're doing, even in colleges also it happens. So please, and even in offices it's happening, we know that. And in relationship, physical abuse, so again that comes under bullying. Verbal, keeping shouting at others, telling some, using foul language, and also using different kinds of words to describe a person. That also comes social shaming also. All these things, you are trying to outcast somebody who's not part of your group or anything, that also comes under that. Then cyber, let us know today what are the different types of cyberbullying, how it can be stopped. Interested? Before we really go into the topic of cyberbullying, I would like to share with you a very important point. The three different categories, especially in the mental health wellness. The top is a psychiatrist, is a person who assesses, diagnoses, and treats mental, emotional, and behavioral disorders. And psychiatrists are medical doctors and can order or perform variety of medical and psychological tests. They come with medical intervention. Then comes clinical psychologists. They assess, diagnose, and treat mental, emotional, and behavioral disorders. Clinical psychologists help real people with problems ranging from short-term personal issues to severe chronic conditions. Clinical psychologists are trained to use variety of approaches to help individuals. Both of them, the psychiatrist and the clinical psychologist, they are authorized to give advice, and psychiatrist comes with a medical intervention. The clinical psychologist also is therapy based, and he can also give advice, he or she can give advice. Now coming to the third part, which we are basically befrienders. Befrienders are carefully selected volunteers from variety of organizations and mental health charities who are trained to provide support and companionship to lonely and emotionally distressed people. As part of befriending skills, we do a lot of training from SPAN, and we urge all the volunteers that never ever to give any advice. Befrienders are not supposed to give any advice. Only psychologists and psychiatrists are authorized to give advice. Befrienders are not supposed to give any advice. We are there only to give empathy and non-judgmental listening. That's it. What, where, when, why, and how about feelings. That is befriend us. We are not authorized to give any advice because it can be counterproductive. Whereas clinical psychologists, because they can give advice, they can do proper assessments, and in case of the things which they cannot handle, they refer it back to the psychiatrist. So here, especially befrienders, is saving time for clinical psychologists as well as psychiatrists. As befrienders, we can refer the cases which we are chronic, which we cannot handle, and we are not supposed to give any advice also. So let's delve into the topic. What is cyberbullying? Cyberbullying refers to the use of digital platforms, social media, messaging apps, gaming platforms, mobile phones to harass, threaten, or humiliate individuals. So this is what is the basic definition of cyberbullying. In case you are online playing games, if somebody is harassing you also, you can give a complaint. What is the number? 1930. So please understand, there are various types are there. Let us know. What are the forms of cyberbullying? Harassment via messages. You are getting messages, somebody is harassing you. It can be anything. It can be loan apps, anything, or stalking, or somebody's, constantly sending kind of love messages or anything where you are not interested. This is again especially focused to youngsters. So please understand of both the genders. Cyber stalking. Again, constantly forcing a person to become a friend in Facebook, WhatsApp, Insta. Why don't you follow me? Constantly putting messages. Outing and doxing. Again, doxing is a malicious online scheme that involves people information about individuals, and you're trying to put all that particular individual's information online. That is doxing or outing. Cyber shaming. As I told you, insulting somebody in a very foul, using foul language. This all comes under cyber shaming. Then impersonation, which we say is catfishing. You're stealing someone's identity and projecting that person is in a different light. Then comes trolling, which I need not tell you, all of you are aware of it. And again, non-consensual sharing of images. Any images that cannot be shared where a particular person, let us say you got a Facebook ID is there, from your photo is taken, or from the images that you have posted in your Facebook or WhatsApp or Insta, wherever it is, the social media, that is grabbed and posted somewhere else with a malicious intent. All these things will come under the forms of cyberbullying. Much more is there, but I'm just giving you for the discussion. I hope we are all on the same page. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Again, what are the different types of bullying? As I said, verbal bullying, physical bullying, cyberbullying, social bullying. How should we prevent it? Help kids understand bullying, especially the parents and the teachers don't get, a lot of students are also do cyberbullying to the teachers in an anonymous mode. So don't panic yourself, don't get, disturbed. Definitely it's a cause for concern. So you need to understand, sit down with the concerned person if you have identified, and you can also say you can file a complaint with 1930 with your local police station where the cyber warriors are present, especially in Telangana. Okay, now keeping the lines of communication open, especially somebody is doing cyberbullying, just understand that person, be empathetic, and that person is basically disturbed. What is the cause of disturbance? Sit down, talk to the person. If there is a chronic case, you have to refer it to the psychologist. Again, it's much more chronic case as assessed by the psychologist, clinical psychologist. It has to be referred to the psychiatrist. It is happening. You might be shocking to know that for just because cyberbullying, why should I consult, a psychiatrist or psychologist? You have to, because we as befrienders, if we can assess, and more than anybody else, you yourself know it is a problem. It is a problem. The moment you accept it as a problem, that is where we take it to the next level. You are accepting the truth. That is why it is important. Together we can come and stop bullying also. Lots of information is available online. This entire data which I am sharing with you is nothing to do with my original thing. I have taken everything from the internet. I put it in a PowerPoint presentation such that it can help one individual, one family, one school, one college, one youth. So that is my humble intention here, to share all these points. It is a knowledge sharing session. Now, what are the impacts of cyberbullying? It can create emotional distress, anxiety and depression, social withdrawal, academic and professional impact. In extreme cases, suicidal thoughts. It is happening. It is happening, my dear friends. All these things are happening. You try to insult somebody, you think it's a joke for you, but the person who's receiving at the receiving end might act like as if, oh, I'm cool, fine, you can insult me. But no, within himself or herself, they are undergoing a lot of trauma. This needs to be understood. That is why the dangers of cyberbullying is this. In case that leads to suicide, and if it comes under abetment of suicide because of your posts or anything, somebody does it. So please be careful when you're online. Whatever comments you are giving, give it in a constructive way. There is satire, sarcasm, everybody cannot be on the same page as you. Everybody's sense of humor is different, everybody's sarcasm levels are different, everybody's understanding of satire is different. What is satire, what is sarcasm? Go Google it and find out. So these are the impacts. Let us know more. What are the effects of cyberbullying? Psychological effects: low self-esteem, isolation and withdrawal, harmful habits. Suddenly what happens? Somebody you have insulted, although the person might say, oh, I'm cool, everything is fine, but the person has withdrawn, is not mixing very well within the family or with the friends. The guy was coming out regularly, the girl who was coming out regularly is totally withdrawn. Who knows, they might shift to any bad habits or vices. What are the bad habits? Taking drugs, gutka, kani, smoking, liquor, or online betting. All these things are happening. You are also aware, I am also aware, the entire world is aware. Let us not push it under the carpet. Let us discuss about mental health wellness. Next, physical effects: headaches, stomach aches, sleeping problems, insomnia. That is also causing a major problem. Next, mental effects: it is leading to anxiety. Then less concentration, especially on the academics. It will affect your academic career also. Then comes suicidal thoughts, self-harm. This is a big thing. Suicide is a major thing. How to identify it, everything, I'll tell you in the end. Very, very important, because we as PAN, we are totally into suicide prevention action network. Then emotional effects. What is the emotional effects? Depression, shame, guilt, embarrassment. Everybody cannot handle jokes, everybody cannot handle satire. They'll feel embarrassed. They think that every entire world is looking at them, whereas the world doesn't have the time to look at an individual, but that individual feels like that. Okay, so very, very important. What are the impacts? Just now we have discussed. Just for the sake, I'm just sharing it to you. Another thing: mental health, physical health, as I said, relationships, strained family relationship. Your friend is lost. Imagine your good friend who's lost. Then academic performances, lower grades, frequent not coming to school or colleges, not attending your tuition classes, all these things, and a lot of self-pity. Self-pity is a big danger. Stop feeling pity for yourself. Need to understand yourself. That is why don't be very harsh on yourself. Yes, you should criticize yourself for your growth, not for your downfall. Understand the truth. Accept it as it is, not as it should be. And legal consequences, it's already there. Let us discuss it more. Types, just now I told you, exclusion. You're trying to isolate somebody by you are not part of your group. Fine. You want to form a separate group in your school or college, you don't want to include a person, but there is a method. There is a method to tell them properly. These are our values, these are the group norms. If you stick to that, fine. If you're not sticking it, no issues. So this is what is happening. What is happening? Fine. You have seen. We all of us have seen in many WhatsApp groups that is there. You know, uh, particular WhatsApp group. One particular individual has one particular religious ideology, one political ideology. Suddenly, that person starts putting more posts because he identifies more with that concerned political party or with that religious ideology. But it hurts the others in that group. And again, what happens? There is a counter response to that. So what happens? I have seen lots of alumni groups of college students, seniors also, breaking down. They were not good friends when they were studying in college or school, but they became sworn enemies just because of religious and political ideology being shared in especially in WhatsApp or in Facebook. So let me tell you, my dear friends, please, whatever your religious ideology is, fine. We should respect everybody's ideology. Whatever is your political ideology, whichever political party you belong to, fine, you believe in it very strongly, very good. But why should you superimpose it on others in the group? Just sharing a normal thing, fine. You can express your point of view in a better way. Just because you like apples does not mean the entire people in the group should like apples, right? The apples is equal to your religious ideology and political ideology. You might like apples, I might like oranges. That does not mean we should fight, right? You express your point, I'll express my point, fine. Let the people decide. Stick to truth. Be a Satya Anveshi. That is important. Whatever religion you belong to, whatever political ideology, stick to the truth. Identify, do research. If somebody criticizes your post or anything, reflect upon it. Oh, fine, is that the point? Fine, let me do research, find out maybe my friend who's my school friend or my college friend, he has expressed his different point of view. Let me do a research. Let me find out. Then if you find out the truth and that guy is saying the correct, and what's the harm? End of the day, he is your friend, she is your friend. Accept it. Tell them, fine, yeah, I made a mistake. You made a good point. I appreciate it. Good. That's a healthy way. There's a healthy way to criticize. Whatever political ideology, whatever religious ideology, it is your choice. Don't superimpose on it. There should not be domination of one particular religion, one particular political party, one particular caste, one particular geographical area. There are so many things, right? I just didn't want to go in the other way. So let us discuss about the next topic. What is cyberbullying if you are online? Just basically trolling, which all of you know, is a deliberate act of provoking a response through the use of insults or bad language on online forums. Online grooming. Grooming is defined as actions deliberately undertaken with aim of befriending and establishing an emotional connection, which we do in our online sessions. Exclusion. Exclusion is a deliberate act of leaving someone out. I have shared with you just now. Harassment. Harassment is sustained, constant, and intentional form of bullying comprising abusive or threatening messages sent to you or in a group. Don't threaten anyone online. Cyber stalking. This form of cyberbullying can extend to the cyberbully making real threats to your physical well-being and safety. Maybe you like a boy, you like a girl, fine, you want to make a friend, that person has rejected. You start following that person everywhere, whether the person is studying in the school, college, or office. It starts stalking them, and that too stalking in an anonymous way. Who are these people who are anonymous, who don't declare their name? That's why I call them a non-mouse. A non-mouse. They are cowards. They can't reflect their own identity. They should come openly and say, yes, you stand for your name, you stand for your opinion, no problem, but tell it in a proper way, polite way. You disagree with somebody, tell it in a polite way. Then we're talking of frapping. Frapping is when somebody logs into your social networking account and impersonates you by posting inappropriate content in their name. Most of the Facebook accounts gets hacked or Instagram accounts get hacked, and most of the people have complained online. My accounts have been hacked, and somebody's posting some messages. And recently, somebody said, a lot of messages was coming to, especially online through mail. I have stuck abroad. I went there. I don't have money. Can you send the money? Suddenly, you see, yes, your friend has sent a message like that, maybe through WhatsApp or other this thing. That comes under frapping. Please be careful. Just cross verify with your friends, family. Are you abroad? Have you lost any money? Talk to 3 4 people in the circle. Then comes fake profiles, which I need not tell you. It is basically a lot of anon-mouse do that fake profiles. They put some stars or some sports celebrities, some politicians as, and they call it as parody account. Why? Because they are cowards. They don't have the guts to come forward online. They are basically cowards. Catfishing. Catfishing is when the other person steals your online identity, usually photos, and recreates social networking profiles for deceptive purposes. This is a big thing that's happening. Catfishing, as we say, somebody steals a identity and posts in some pornographic site, and suddenly that particular person gets a call. Hey, aati kya? Raat ko? Tera rate kya hai? Simple example. Then suddenly this person is shocked. This girl, this woman is shocked. When did I post it? Where are you calling from? No, your identity is there. Your photo, your videos are there. all morphed or AI generated today, the big thing. So please understand, whether you are doing AI generated or anything, police are tracking every particular thing. We have got cyber forensic labs, the best of the ethical hackers working for the department. Kindly do not indulge in anything to do with cyberbullying or cybercrime. To diss means someone to treat them with disrespect or contempt, often through insulting language or dismissive behavior. You dismiss somebody. Flaming refers to the act of sending deliberately hostile messages. That is also called as flaming, very angry messages to somebody. That too using very foul language. And much more is there, but I'm just sharing you with few points. Denigration in cybercrime. Intent to harm. The primary goal is to damage the victim's reputation or relationship. Just recently, have come across a particular student whose photographs were morphed and put in a pornographic site also, and that young child did not know what to do, and she has also filed a complaint with the cybercrime department, the online department 1930. False and derogatory information, part of the same denigration. This includes rumors, gossip, or other offensive content. Here, when we are trying to say about gossip and things, especially websites and especially YouTube channels which are putting it, please understand, you are trying to put it, you, even the media people also, you will be booked under cybercrime. Whatever data that you are putting online, it has to be backed up with proof. And don't quote another this thing with the putting a question mark is no longer going to be, especially media people putting a question mark at the end of the title, uh, putting up false thumbnails. That's a major issue right now. Section 66E does not give you any impunity. So kindly put the correct thumbnail and the correct content which is there in the video. Do not put false thumbnails. Public nature, the online environment allows wide audience and share of derogatory information is not acceptable. Relationship to cyberbullying and cyber harassment, as I told you, both are interlinked. How to prevent cyberbullying? First, educate on digital citizenship. We are all digital citizens now. We are all in the online world. If you take the number of accounts Facebook has on Instagram, the number of followers itself is a big country by itself. So we are, technically speaking, we may be of different nationalities, but we are all digital citizens. We have to monitor our online activities. You know, you should know your time, how much time you're spending, especially on social media websites. Put an alarm, especially youngsters, especially the youth are preparing for exams or any competitive exams. You are addicted to, being on Instagram, Facebook, whatever the social media channels. Use it intelligently for your growth. If you are constantly being that, put an alarm. I'm not saying I'm against Facebook or WhatsApp or Insta or any social media platform. Choice is yours. But the point is, keep a time alarm. The time you are entering into that particular, let's say for example, Facebook, you should decide, I want to be there on the Facebook for 10 minutes, not more than that. Are we clear? Then report and block bullies. Somebody is harassing you, block them. Take screenshots, take printouts, and officially file a complaint. Discuss cyberbullying with your friends, with your teachers, with your lecturers, anyone, with mental health professionals. If you want, discuss with us, befriend us, span team. Discuss with, clinical psychologists. Discuss with psychiatrists also. Then support the victims, understand them, do befriending sessions with them, don't judge them. There is penalties that is there, educate them about that. We should raise awareness, and all these things plays a crucial role. Awareness program on this cybercrime and cyberbullying is critical. Every school, every teacher, every parent who's watching this should share. If you found this video useful till now, there are relevant laws in Telangana Cybercrime Wing, which is there under CID. Cybercrime police stations is there in all the commissionates in Telangana. Specialized officers are trained to handle online abuse. Awareness and outreach programs are being done at a huge level. So kindly take whatever information that is coming from the police department and try to share it daily in your social circle, family, friend circle. This is where you have to use the knowledge correctly to share the information. Now, let us understand the legal aspect. What are the key provisions under the Bharatiya Nyaya Samhita (BNS)? That is the latest thing that has changed in India. Section 67 of the IT Act now aligned with BNS. Punishment for publishing or transmitting obscene material. Any vulgar obscene material has been done. If the complaint is filed, Section 67 is applied. Section 354D for cyber stalking. Constantly harassing a person online, asking them to become friends with you, or sending non-stop requests and following them personal life also, visiting them to their offices, schools or colleges, that also comes under cyber stalking. Then comes section 507, criminal intimidation by anonymous communication. You start thinking you are anonymous, you cannot be traced, you are using VPN, you are using dark web. My dear friend, please understand the police department has got advanced technology across the globe. Every country is sharing all the information. You can no longer be anonymous. If you think you are a non-mouse, there can't be a bigger fool than you. Police department is tracking everywhere. They're tracking all your social media accounts. And especially in a communally sensitive areas, they are tracking all your WhatsApp messages. Other day, one student asked me, "Sir, if it is end-to-end encryption, how can they, how can police department uh, can check on my accounts?" They can. If someone files a complaint that my account is hacked, how do you think they are doing it? There are cyber forensic labs. They are one of the best ethical hackers. They also know what are the doubling of the routers, VPN networks, dark web. Everything is being tracked. I repeat, kindly do not be in a fool's paradise thinking I cannot be tracked. I know everything. I'm playing PUBG. Within the game, somebody is harassing you through PUBG game. Also, that is being tracked. Online games, betting, the cricket betting, which has become a major nuisance. People are committing suicide. The harassment through that. If somebody has taken money or somebody has done betting or anything, you cannot harass somebody online. So please be careful. Try to avoid all these cricket betting apps. Those are the jokers who are making money. You are losing your money, you are losing your time, your health also, your mental health. As I said, IPC 67 deals with punishment for publishing and transmitting obscene material in electronic form. If the target content that is sexually offensive or corrupts those who encounter it, this offense is bailable, meaning the accused can secure bail while awaiting trial. The offense is also cognizable, allowing police to arrest without any warrant. Without warrant, they can arrest you, and it is trialable by any magistrate in the country. What are the legal options? All the different things is mentioned here. As I told you, section 354D of the IPC, any man or a woman who follows a man or a woman and contacts or attempts to contact such a woman to foster personal interaction repeatedly is a clear indication of disinterest by such man or a woman. All these things comes under. You cannot harass, you cannot say Kiran. Those days are gone. Whether do online or offline, you are being tracked, monitored. Everywhere there are CCTV cameras. Now, what should you do in case somebody impersonates you or you're stuck with the cyber crime or anything that has happened? Somebody has stolen your identity. Please call a 1930 1930 cybercrime. That is where it is very, very important to call 1930. If you're a victim of cybercrime, please dial 1930, share all your complaints, and please keep a proof of it, whether you are taking a printout, sending an email, or giving a screenshot. Everything you should have a copy, acknowledgement. If you want to visit a cybercrime police station, please visit your nearest police station. There will be a cyber warrior who's there, who's to help you. A lot of cyber warriors are there in all the different police stations in Telangana, hopefully in Andhra Pradesh also, and different parts of India. They're all being trained in understanding what is cybercrime and cyberbullying. The whole purpose of making this video is for all the departments, all the educational institutions, such that this becomes an important tool. It's my humble effort to see that you understand what is the cyberbullying and cybercrime also to a certain extent. What are the consequences? Let us understand, my dear friends, especially the youth who are watching. Understand, you can be imprisonment up to 3 to 5 years. There'll be hefty fines, 1 lakh, starting with 1 lakh or more. Especially juveniles who are under 18 may face counseling, legal actions under Juvenile Act, or you might be put in a juvenile home. It's like a jail also, but juvenile home you are putting it. Please understand, youngsters will be doing counseling, will be bringing your parents, everybody, of disrepute. Whatever the hard work your parents are putting, if don't get booked under juvenile acts, you have done it out of compulsion or impulsion, sudden streak of excitement. So please understand, cyber record can affect your future education and career prospects. Your passport will be blocked. You cannot go for higher studies anywhere. Your job, the chance of you getting a job when the police verification is on is also difficult. Take it seriously, okay? It's not a joke. How law enforcement acts. First thing is FIR is registered in any police station. Evidence collection from the devices, IP addresses, everything can be traced and tracked. Collaboration with the social media platforms, that is where the entire police department is tracking everywhere, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, you name it, Reddit, Twitter, everything. Only thing that is in Indian government has a tie-up with them. Once the Indian government furnishes the evidence, or any police furnishes the evidence, they have to give the data. Although it is end-to-end encrypted, but if there's a serious case, offense has been committed, they have to support with the data. Then collaboration with the solution and victim assistance and counseling. More than counseling, we say befriending. What do you mean by zero FIR? Zero FIR is the crime has been committed in a location A. You can file FIR in any part of the country. No police station can stop you from filing a complaint. So you can file a zero FIR any part of the country, and get once the complaint is filed, FIR number is given, and that can be forwarded to the your local police station where the crime or offense has been committed. How to prevent cyberbullying? Basic thing: do not share passwords, do not share OTPs that you are hearing constant messages in everywhere. Then use privacy settings, block your profiles in Facebook, Instagram. Only share it with the person whom you know. Don't share it randomly because you want more number of followers, so that you want to monetize your social media platforms. You cannot cheat. Even those people, all the social media sites are checking. As recently as Mr. Elon Musk has removed some millions of followers from Twitter, all fake profiles. That is how he made a deal when he was purchasing Twitter, and he made it into X. And report and block bullies, very important. Be empathetic, and somebody is criticized, you tell them, this is not the way to do. You tell them once or twice. If they still start bullying you, block them. Avoid forwarding any offensive content, especially religious content. In communally sensitive areas, if you forwarded something, any hate message or hate videos, you can be booked. What students must know: the think before you post, very very important, my dear friend. Think, understand what will be the implications. Unfortunately, you have insulted somebody on Facebook, Insta, WhatsApp, social media, or anything, and that person indulges in self-harm or a suicide, and you can be booked under abetment to suicide. Cyberspace is no longer anonymous. Every entire world is sharing the data with every nation. Every police station is sharing the data with other police station across the globe, not even in India, not even just in Telangana. One click of a button, the entire information is being shared. Be an upstander, don't be a bystander. Legal action is real and traceable. Any incidents, toll-free number 1930. I hope you found this info useful till now. Support and reporting, we got Telangana Women and Child Safety Wing. 1930 is National Cybercrime Helpline. Cybercrime.gov.in. Anything, please report it. And local cyber police station also. Finale. We got much more, but just ending the topic as of cyberbullying is here. It's a serious offense. The internet is not a lawless space. Let us pledge to use technology responsibly for our growth. Use it for your individual growth. Don't make other social media websites and channels richer. You become richer with the knowledge that is coming to your end. That is why let us pledge today to say that no to cyberbullying. And just few more slides to go. Let me share important thing. As I said, I'm going to discuss about drugs and the national. This is Narcotics Enforcement Hyderabad number. We got 1908, which is done from Telangana Anti-Narcotics Bureau. That is the Eagle unit, which has been changed. So Eagle unit is enforcing all the drugs abuse which is happening. Why? What are the dangers? Say no to drugs. Why? People are also tracing how you should identify about vaping. It's not cool to do vaping because you're only one step away. You started vaping cigarettes, liquor, gutka, drugs. So please don't think I got a fantastic willpower I can no, I do appreciate there are people who have got fantastic willpower, but not everybody can be in the same boat. So understand, do you really have that willpower? What happens? Oh, I got a willpower. Suddenly you take a decision. I want to stop this. It can be anything. It can be drugs, vaping, or anything. Suddenly you feel the urge to have it again. That is why you should understand. There are some people who just block it. Fantastic. Their mental strength is too good. But not everybody can be on the same line. Parents, teachers, there is increased secrecy when your child is not opening up to you. Then there is unwilling. They will not stay at home at all. They want to go constantly outside. Desire for spicy and salty foods. They want to eat a lot of pickles and other spicy food. Then disappearing. Your money starts going. Increased thirst. All these things are signs that your child is vaping. You are vaping. And especially people who consume gutka, khaini and other things, they can't go in the morning this or this. They need it constantly. So understand this. Even these fellows can't go for this. What does drugs do? Please watch it, especially all the youngsters. You want your face to happen like this? Your social media followers will fall down. Your Facebook followers will go. Your Twitter, Insta followers will go if your face becomes like this. See before and after. See the danger. See the face. The decision is yours, my dear friend. If you have identified somebody consuming drugs, please report it to the police. 1908 is the number. Don't tell anything. Don't give gyan to a drug addict or a drug peddler. Be safe. All the parents and adults, teachers, if you have identified a child is a drug addict or drug peddling, don't take. Call up the police. Even it's your school or college, fine. Call 1908. You really want to help the person, talk to the person. I think you are consuming, accept it. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I've been consuming it. Then would you like to have the help? Yes. Then call Nasha Mukta Abhiyan number 14446. That is very important. 1908 is Telangana number. National number is 14446, especially in the case of drugs. Then coming to suicide, that is where our SPAN NGO comes in, our team of volunteers who are doing a fantastic job in a very humble and simple way. We would like to share this slide which is here. Be alert, listen with empathy, be there when somebody is sharing a problem. It can be as trivial problem as I got a pimple. Don't laugh. It's a serious issue for the person. I failed in 7th class exam. So what? I failed in my degree exam. No, don't judge. Don't compare. Everybody's problem is a major problem for them. If you are empathetic, don't be sympathetic. Empathy means putting yourself in that person's shoes. What are the suicide warning signs? First, isolation, feeling alone. Next comes aggressiveness suddenly. Then comes possessing lethal means or cutting. I have seen a young girl, many as recently as last month, 9-year-old girl cutting because she was put in a hostel. The parents should talk to the youngsters. Don't undermine their small kids, nothing. Everyone, because the information upload is here. Online life has come in, especially post COVID. A lot of things have changed. Then comes feeling like a burden to others, drastic changes in the mood or behavior, frequently talking about death, cutting behavior, just now I explained, engaging in very risky behaviors. Now I want to jump, standing at the edge of the building, that kind of a thing. Then making funeral arrangements for themselves, giving things away, everything. I no longer want to live. These are all the statements that is coming, listing a lot of death songs or death little poetry. So all these things. Then substance abuse, which I told you, drugs, making suicide threats, negative view of self, too harsh on themselves. These are all the warning signs of suicide. So please, anytime people who are undergoing a lot of stress, please call up the number 14416. This is Manas telehealth line. You are talking to an absolute stranger, totally trust in confidence. Talk to them. If you want to have a discussion, call me up. Our span team volunteers, wherever they are, they might assist you if they are available. You can speak to them online, talk to them. That is better. It's better you feel lighter after talking to somebody. You can talk to anyone. When you're talking, when you're sharing somebody's issues, when it's an emotional vomit, that is where the befriending skill helps. That is why every school, every college, every government department, every private university, lecturer, teacher should undergo the training of befriending skills. Who knows, you might save one life, you might save a family. What are the three toll-free numbers? Please understand. Telemanas 14416 or 1-800-891-4416. Very, very important, my dear friends, especially somebody who's undergoing a lot of mental health issues. Drug addiction, there's national toll-free helpline 14446. Cybercrime, which we were discussing, 1930, and drugs in Telangana 1908. Very, very important. I repeat all the numbers again. Telemanas for anything related to mental health issues, stress, suicidal feelings. Please call up 14416, especially when you are facing exams, examination pressure, academic pressure, any relationship issues. You're undergoing a divorce or a separation. Please call up 14416. Drug addicts, be careful. Don't approach drug addicts or drug peddlers easily. Even somebody is there in your family or a friend circle. Talk to them. Don't judge them, especially drug addict. Drug peddlers, we can't do anything. That police will take care. The first he was a drug addict, he'll become a drug peddler. It's inevitable. It's a logical course of action. And cybercrime, digital arrest. Somebody is come and phoning you up. A lot of senior citizens and women are being targeted. I'm calling from Mumbai office, police office. Your parcel has come. The drugs is there. I think you have all seen that video and ads and everything. So all these things are happening, my dear friend. So please share the information. Cybercrime 1930. There is nothing called digital arrest. It's fake. Somebody sends you an email also. All these things. You won a lottery, you won a prize. You click on the YouTube link, you get money. Why should somebody pay you money? Just clicking on YouTube or any particular online site. Please take it seriously. That is what peer group presentation should be there in every school and every education institution. And please start befriending clubs. Get trained from SPAN team. We are there to train you if you are interested. We'll train you in befriending skills in mental health wellness about all the topics that we have discussed today, especially mental health wellness, suicide prevention, cybercrime, substance abuse. All this can be done. We can do the training in English, Hindi, and Telugu. And Telugu being my mother tongue. All those who are watching, ఎవరైతే చూస్తున్నారో దయచేసి మీకు ట్రైనింగ్ కావాలి ఏదైనా కావాలంటే నన్ను సంప్రదించండి. మేము ట్రైనింగ్ ఇస్తాం. ट्रेनिंग तोटी ఎవరైనా జీవితం కాపాడొచ్చు. हम स्पैन में अब सभी को ट्रेनिंग दे सकते हैं बिफ्रेंडिंग स्किल्स के बारे में, सुसाइड प्रिवेंशन के बारे में, साइबर क्राइम के बारे में, साइबर बुलिंग के बारे में, ड्रग्स के बारे में. अगर आप ट्रेनिंग लेना चाहते हो मुझसे कांटेक्ट करिए. पूरा इन्फॉर्मेशन इस प्रेजेंटेशन में है. क्या पता आप किसी एक व्यक्ति का जीवन बचा सकते हो, किसी एक फैमिली को आप बचा सकते हो. इसीलिए हर एक कॉलोनी में, हर एक स्कूल में, हर एक कॉलेज में befriending clubs होना कंपलसरी है. And more we are becoming online, more we are coming online, befriending clubs, the necessity to start befriending clubs has become very critical. Stop judging people, stop judging others, look within yourself. Every educational institution should have SPAN befrienders clubs, anti-ragging committee must, anti-drugs committee must, CPR training if you can take it, then cybercrime cell and women safety wing. At least every school, every college, I hope most of the state governments in country, India, are implementing it. I humbly request it. If you are not implementing, start it, sir. I request all the people who are watching it, especially the principals and the educators of different universities, different vice chancellors, sir, make it a point mandatory. Issue a GO, issue an order stating that you have to have a befrienders clubs. You want training? We are there. That is why it is important to talk about training and everything. That is why we said befriending skills and mental health wellness. This is my number. You can contact me. I'll try to redirect you to the concerned person who's available. We got a lot of psychologists with us. We got a lot of psychiatrists with us. We got entire team of befrienders. Whoever is available at that point of time, as per the issue being shared, we will definitely redirect it. And especially all of you who are looking at this particular presentation, please share it with others. It can save a life. Life is most important. The greatest high is not a drug. The greatest high is life itself. So this is about me. I'm K. Ashwin Kumar. I'm the secretary for SPAN. I'm the resource person. I do the training on drug abuse prevention, suicide prevention, and cybercrime safety tips, which just now you have heard about it. But there is an in-depth session for befriending skills in drug abuse as well as suicide prevention and cybercrime.